It's for the new guys that are first year with the Komets, I don't think they understand what some of us guys have gone through. I think they probably know, but these guys have been a thorn in my side personally, and a lot of our guys that I've had over the last few years. Um, what a good rivalry it's been, and a worthy opponent. A lot of credit. I think our division is really solid. With guys like Nick Bootland and Bernie John this year, and obviously Dan every year, and Matt down there in Cincy. I think we all just really force each other to get better, and it's a challenge to try to beat a team like this. And I'm happy we were able to do it on home ice, and obviously get us a little extra rest before we have to go out west.
I thought the third period is who won it the most. I think your forecheck was amazing.
It was. They made a good adjustment too. They got to the neutral zone a lot easier,
Yeah.
Which it was hard to make an in-game adjustment at 8 minutes and kind of completely change what we were doing, but they did have a good adjustment to getting through the neutral zone, and they put us on our heels there. In a one-goal game, it was a little dicey there, and again, they got that. The power play and the penalty kill was huge. I thought we did a great job of taking away momentum there where they were looking to get momentum. So we did a better job overall staying out of the box tonight. They did get one power play goal. It was kind of a fluky one, but our power play was able to get something too.
How's made those big saves when he needed them, and the defense cleared the zone?
Yeah, I think, clearing out the rebounds has been good for us the last 3 games. That's a big reason why we've been able to win games, even though they're getting a lot of shots. They're a team that likes to funnel pucks at the net from kind of anywhere. So your net front D has to be there. They had a couple good looks in the second period when we frankly weren't there in front of the net. Mike, that's when you're talking about. Ken, he made a couple big saves there in the second when our D zone coverage wasn't where it needed to be. So, again, he's was fantastic the whole series.
You guys were down two games to 1 in this series. You reel off 3 straight. What does it speak to your team to reel off 3 against this team?
Well, it's hard. It doesn't matter who it is. It means a lot. Obviously, the deeper you go to playoffs to do that, it's more difficult, especially when you got to go over there and steal a game in Toledo. But I think the biggest thing our group has found out is we have to embrace a certain identity to win in these playoffs. Again, we've continuously had top guys hurt, out, banged up. It's been a next man in approach the entire season. And guys just keep stepping in. And, I don't think we're necessarily going to outskill teams on the given nights, even though we do score a fair amount of goals. I think, again, we have to have that workers approach, getting to the net. And, again, look at all of where our goals came from this whole playoff series. I mean, we were great around the net front, and that's what we're going to have to do against a good Colorado team.
You're going to have to now get ready for Colorado. They're going to be well rested. They're defending champions. You got to get right back at it and get ready to go out there.
Well, that's a lot of cliches you just had there. Let's see, defending champions.
Yep.
They just swept Idaho.
Yep. Rested.
One of the best home ice teams in the league. I think the second best home ice team in the league.
They're
Rested.
better road teams.
Yeah, it's a lot of things.
So what do you have to do now? I mean, to prepare.
Well, we got to get rested. See what we went out there. We only played once out there this year. Was fortunate enough to have some success up there, but. They got a lot of contract guys. They got a lot of good players. With San Antonio getting knocked out, not making the playoffs, they got loaded up. They got some good guys, but if you look at their team, it comes from Kanata and net. The guy's fantastic. If you don't know who he is, Fort Wayne listeners, you're going to get to know him soon. This guy's a legitimate, big 6'3" goalie, moves well, competes well. He was a big reason why they shut down a very good Idaho team. He's going to be a big part of our scouting report, and a big part of how we're going to need us to win against a good Colorado team. Find a way of beating him.
Is that the team that has register?
Yes.
Defenseman of the year, or something
Yep.
like that? Yeah,
Yep.
He's also something else.
Yes, he is.
Any chance Haji is coming back anytime?
How do you scout them in this situation? Do you have somebody out there looking, or?
Oh no! I mean, it's all online. We get the film, and that's where Benny and Legs are the best, in my opinion. They give me all the tools to be successful, to get the game plan to the guys, and they cut up some great video this series and had the guys motivated. And I thought everything we show, we were short to the point, and that's what you got to do. I mean, you have to keep understanding. You don't want to change a lot of what you're doing. You have to be aware of what Colorado's doing. But we are who we are, and now we need to find a way of taking that type of identity and going and winning.
Memory